Hey everyone, today is Monday the 24th, going into Carnivore Day 15. Still feeling great. Man, had a huge I think it was a pound 75 ribeye. Oh, it was so good. So getting into today, there's something, so I've been trying to research more and more. Quick update, I'm still going to do the cooking video from the Carnivore Cookbook on Wednesday. We're going to pick one of the recipes. I'm going to videotape myself doing it. Another great update today. I weighed myself again. I weighed myself on a digital scale and then an actual, I don't know the technical name for it, but one of the old school scales. We have to like put it over the hundreds, 200s, 300s, and then has a little dial on top. I'm down another 10 pounds. Um, yeah, it's that's crazy. Um, and it feels great. I mean, it's unbelievable. Um, I'm gonna try to put some updates, of like me physically. I just gotta work up the courage to do it and just, put myself out there more. But I wanted to read something. I'm gonna put the link for this YouTube video. It's a channel called What I Have Learned. It's called the Carnivore Diet. What would, why would it work? What about nutrients and fiber? It's from August 28th, 2018. I'm gonna put a link to it in the description of this video. It talks about a book, Fat of the Land, and I just wanted to read this quick passage. If meat needs carbohydrates and other vegetables additives to make it wholesome, then the poor Eskimos were not eating healthily till the last few decades. They should have been in wretched state along the north coast of Canada, particularly at Cornwall Gulf, when I began to live among them in 1910, as the first white man most of them had ever seen. But, to the contrary, they seemed to me they seemed to me the healthiest people I've ever lived with. To spread abroad the news of how healthy and how happy they and I were on meat alone was a large part of the movement for writing this book. And it goes into more detail, but that's something that I've actually seen in another documentary called the Fat Documentary, speaking about this gentleman who I don't want to butcher his name. It's Vigamo, I believe. He ended up living with Eskimos and coming back and explaining to them that they only lived off meat and water, mostly fish and then whatever they could hunt, but there was no vegetables where they were because it was constantly cold. And today I was giving that a lot of thought before making this video, and if you really, really think about this, really just close your eyes, anybody, whatever kind of diet you've ever been on, whether you've traveled or not, you've always been in your home, whatever, really think about this. If one day you woke up and you were in the middle of nowhere, middle of the woods, middle of a jungle, forest, whatever, what would you try to eat? What would you really try, even if you didn't know how to hunt? Would you really take the chance of eating some kind of plant that could kill you? And what's a guaranteed, I mean, it's not a guaranteed meal because you have to catch it, but what would be a guaranteed thing you could eat and know that you'd be fine off of it? It would be some sort of meat. If our ancestors only lived off vegetables for so long, and before I get further into this, I'm not a scientist, I'm not anybody, I'm just a normal human being, and this is just my thought when I was thinking about this for a while. But if our ancestors only needed vegetables to survive and thrive, why did we ever eat meat in the beginning? What would be the point? I mean, yes, it tastes great, but if all we needed was vegetables, I mean, we started agriculture and started farming centuries ago, so why would we turn dogs into partners for our hunts? Why would we risk the lives of multiple people to take down, elephants or God knows what else? Why would we do it? Just because we want to? I mean, it doesn't add up if you really think about it. I mean, I'm not a genius or have my doctorate or anything like that, but the more I read, it just makes the most sense. I'm sure along the line someone was like, oh, if you add this, it's probably good. But I mean, the meat's always been the main source, along with water, obviously. Speaking of that, it just makes the most sense to me. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I would love to know what anybody else thinks. But, more than just a diet, I feel like this is just the way life was before, God, I think I went to I was at a Publix today and it's just crazy aisles and aisles and aisles and aisles of so many different products. Like it's unbelievable how many different things there are to choose from. And I just feel like if, anybody's having any problems with this, I mean, just go back to the basics, meat and water. But that's just me rambling. I still plan on doing the video on Wednesday. And if anybody has any more thoughts or ideas or anything like that, please let me know in the comments below. Another big shout out. Thank you to everybody commenting. I'm going to try to read through everybody's and just mark down everyone's name so I can say it properly. But I really do appreciate all of it. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.